Welcome to Examine the Bible, a podcast that helps you read and study the Bible. We're kicking off the new year with a new series on reading and studying the Bible. On the last episode, I answered the question, should I read the Bible? And the answer was yes, you should, and that you just need to go for it. On this episode, we're going to talk about how to read the Bible. And when it comes to how to read the Bible, there are many different ways, many different options that people have on how to go about reading their Bible. And because there are so many different ways, I've kind of divided them into two main ways, which are reading the Bible fast and slow. Let's talk about reading the Bible slow first. I think the majority of people are familiar with this way of reading the Bible. Reading the Bible slow, and what I mean by reading the Bible slow is reading the Bible devotionally. And this means taking 15 to 45 minutes a day to read and study the Bible. Usually it's accompanied by a time of prayer, a time of quiet with the Lord, and that is like a go-to way of reading and studying the Bible. There are also many plans to read the Bible slow. Some of these include 1 year reading plan or a 2-year even, and that typically translates to reading the Bible about 15 minutes a day. Another way in which people read their Bible slow is to do things like a word study, something that's repeated in a longer text like a whole book or throughout a chapter of a particular book of the Bible, or sometimes the focus is readings of the Bible on a specific topic, things like love, wisdom, etc. I would say that most of the Bible reading resources are really meant for that kind of reading of the Bible, slow reading of the Bible. And that's okay, those are very good plans, and it's a really good way to read the Bible. But there's also the fast reading of the Bible. And what I mean by this is taking an intentional, focused time to go through big portions of the Bible, even the entire Bible, in a short period of time. There are some Bible reading plans that will take you through the entire Bible in 6 months. There are some that will do it in 3 months. And there's also a 30-day plan. Now, as you can imagine, if you're doing a 30-day plan to read the entire Bible, you'll dedicate a lot of time on each of those 30 days to go through the entire Bible. And I would say that reading the Bible fast is the less popular way of reading the Bible. And so I just want to emphasize that a fast reading of the Bible is also a good way to read the Bible. Reading the Bible fast means that you're going to get a high view of the contents of the Bible. Of course, you're going to miss a lot of the details that come with a slow reading of the Bible. But I would say that if someone's reading, let's say, a more difficult book of the Bible, such as Revelation, which is the last book of the Bible, even if somebody spends a whole 30 days reading just that one book, you're still not going to get a good grasp of what that author is really saying, just because of the nature of how that book is written. The same goes with some of the prophetic books of the Bible. Big books such as Isaiah or Ezekiel, they're not very easy to understand books. So reading the Bible fast will at least give you the opportunity to begin to grasp the content of the Bible as a whole. And I think that is also very useful when it comes to reading the Bible. Now, some people may ask, which way is a better way to read the Bible? Is it better to read the Bible fast, or is it better to read the Bible slow? And the answer is that both ways are good ways to read the Bible. I would say that if you have some experience reading the Bible slow, to try a plan that covers more ground of the Bible. And someone who has less experience reading the Bible, I would just encourage you to pick a plan that you think would work best for you. I think what is most important is to have a plan to read the Bible. Whether you're going to read it fast or slow, you need to have a plan. And the good thing is that there are many resources available to read the Bible. A lot of them are free, So I encourage you to read the different plans of the Bible, pick one, and begin reading. And on the next episode, we're going to look at the different genres of literature found in the Bible. I hope that you will join me. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode.